This ache in your chest, it wasn't failure. It was the first sign that you were being called. You weren't broken. You were marked. Before you were formed in the womb, you were set apart. Before you ever tasted betrayal, you carried a scroll. Before the rejection, before the silence, before the wilderness, you were already chosen. So now I ask you, was the abandonment protection? Was the silence preparation? Was the pain the proof? You've walked through fire that no one saw, felt things that no one understood, watched doors close, not knowing that heaven was sealing off every exit except your destiny. But now, the unsealing begins. Because in the next few moments, you'll meet the 6 types of chosen ones walking the earth today. And by the end of this message, you'll understand why your journey has been so heavy, and why hell has tried so hard to stop you. You'll see what kind of chosen one you are, and what kind of fire you're here to carry. Welcome to Chosen One's Prophecy, where the hidden are revealed and the marked are gathered. Jeremiah 1:5 declares, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." This is not just a teaching. This is a summons. Stay, because the signs that are about to unfold may explain your entire life. The marked soul, how heaven identifies the chosen. You didn't volunteer for this. You were marked. Not with ink, but with fire. Not with words, but with wounds. There were signs. You were the child who felt too deeply, the teen who couldn't fake it, the adult who never quite belonged. While others blended into noise, you heard the hum beneath it, the whisper of something eternal calling you. Before anyone ever applauded you, hell attacked you, because it saw what you carried long before you did. Joseph was thrown in a pit not because he failed, but because he dreamed. David was anointed, then forgotten in fields. Mary was favored, then feared. You were not rejected. You were revealed. Too early for those not ready to recognize you. So heaven covered you in misunderstanding, wrapped you in isolation, and let you walk through fire to protect what was still forming. You thought it was abandonment. It was anointing in disguise. And now the scroll begins to open. The sacred delay, when silence feels like abandonment. There's a holy silence that only the chosen know. It sounds like unanswered prayers. It feels like invisible walls. But in heaven, it's called preparation. Moses wandered for 40 years in Midian. David waited years between the oil and the crown. Jesus endured 30 years of obscurity before 3 years of ministry. Delay is not denial. Delay is divine disguise. The sacred delay protects what's too heavy for premature release. The world wants fruit. Heaven wants roots. Your wilderness wasn't wasted. It was the forge where God buried every false identity and resurrected the one he wrote before time. The silence wasn't absence. It was divine surveillance. You weren't ignored. You were being inspected. And now the furnace begins. The forge of fire, when pain births the assignment. Every chosen one bleeds before they build. Your heartbreaks were hammers. Your betrayals were blades. Your losses were liquid fire in heaven's refining cup. Job lost everything, then saw God face to face. Joseph was sold, then positioned to save nations. Esther was orphaned, then crowned to break generational curses. You didn't survive the storm. You became the storm. The pain didn't disqualify you. It authenticated you. You were not ruined. You were reforged. Every tear you cried baptized your calling. Every scar is now your spiritual signature. So when demons tremble in your presence, it's because they smell the fire that shaped you. But now, you must remember who you are, and what kind of chosen one you've become. The 6 Scrolls, unveiling the types of chosen ones. The Awakener, you were sent to disturb the sleepwalkers. You carry a light that exposes lies, and a voice that unlocks remembrance. People don't always like you, but they feel you. You shake the air when you speak, because you aren't just communicating. You're calling the dead to rise. You carry the mantle of Elijah. You war against spiritual amnesia. Your gift is divine disruption. You are not intense. You are ignition. The healer. You feel pain that isn't yours because you're assigned to transmute it. When others collapse under trauma, you bend the wound into wisdom. You are the balm, the touch, the quiet intercession. You carry the oil of Gilead. You've bled in secret just to pour peace in public. Your shadow heals people, not because of you, but because of who broke you open. You are not too soft. You are sacred medicine, the warrior. You were born with fire in your bones. You see injustice and cannot look away. You aren't loud for attention. You roar for the oppressed. You carry the spirit of Gideon, the strategy of Deborah, the might of Michael. Hell fears your courage. Heaven trusts your voice. You were not made to be liked. You were made to fight. The visionary. You live in tomorrow, even when everyone else is stuck in yesterday. Your eyes see architecture, blueprints, futures. You were called crazy, unrealistic, strange. But what they mocked, heaven called mandate. You are Noah building arks in drought. You are Daniel dreaming of empires before they fall. You are not too much. You are ahead of time. The teacher. You carry scrolls in your spirit. You explain the mysterious. You make the invisible known. Your wisdom isn't from books alone. It's from battles survived. You are Solomon's echo, Priscilla's fire, Paul's clarity. You weren't born to entertain minds. You were born to equip them. You are not overlooked. You are a divine library unlocking the hungry. The bridge builder. You walk between worlds. You bring together what religion divided. Your heart is wide. Your discernment deep. You see people, not labels. You hear pain, not politics. You are Ruth reaching across borders. You are Jesus breaking barriers at the well. You are not naive. You are a living covenant. If this resonates, comment 404. Right now, as a prophetic sign, you are still listening and receiving. Your spirit already knows. Let your obedience confirm it. Now, we must confront what has always tried to stop you. When hell targets early, the warfare against the chosen. You were hunted early, mocked in childhood, misunderstood in youth. You fought demons in silence while others played in ignorance. Why? Because what you carry terrifies darkness. Because if you ever woke up, you would be unstoppable. Before you were born, hell filed your name. Before you knew you had power, the enemy knew exactly where it would land. Spiritual attacks weren't random. They were assignments. But what the enemy used to traumatize you, God is now weaponizing through you. The attacks weren't punishment. They were prophecy. You are the storm hell couldn't stop. And now, your voice must rise. Divine authority. When heaven confirms the chosen. You've seen signs, repeated numbers, timely dreams. You've walked into rooms and shifted the atmosphere. That wasn't coincidence. That was confirmation. You carry unseen weight. Angels recognize your footsteps. Heaven responds when you whisper. You are not ordinary. You are a living decree. The world may not validate you, but heaven already did. And now the scroll begins to burn. Heaven's scroll. Activation of the assignment. You weren't just called to discover purpose. You were sent to release something into the earth. Every attack was against your scroll. Every delay was about your delivery. Your assignment is not optional. It is encoded. You are not here to survive. You are here to release. Your life is a letter. Your assignment is the ink, and heaven is ready for it to be read. The remnant rises. You are not alone. You thought you were the only one, but across continents, others are awakening. Same ache, same dreams, same fire. The remnant is gathering, not in temples, but in timelines. Not with crowds, but with clarity. You are part of a divine uprising, not a trend, but a torch, and you are no longer hidden. Echo activation. The calling must multiply. This isn't just about your healing. It's about the nations inside your obedience. What you carry must echo into your bloodline, into generations, into timelines not yet born. You are not just a chosen one. You are a conduit. Your silence delays deliverance. Your voice unlocks destiny. Speak, move, release. The scroll is burning now. You thought you were wandering, but heaven was weaving. Every detour, every delay, every door that slammed in your face was actually a hand, guiding you toward a scroll only your soul could carry. You weren't missing your moment. You were the moment, hidden in plain sight. The ache, the warfare, the silence, the weight, it all pointed to one truth. You were never normal because you were never meant to be. You are a chosen one, not because of what you've achieved, but because of what you survived, because of what didn't break you, because of what was birthed in you while no one else was watching. You carry a divine category. You are an awakener, a healer, a warrior, a visionary, a teacher, a bridge builder, or all of them in divine sequence. This is not the end. This is the commissioning. You have been marked. You have been forged. And now you are being sent. If this word was confirmation, comment 77 as a sacred act of agreement. Let your voice be counted among the remnant. In the comments, share what role stirred your spirit most, or what moment lit a fire inside you. Subscribe to Chosen One's prophecy and stay connected to the others like you, because you are not alone. You are the next echo.